All right. Welcome to another edition of Afternoon Blitz. It's your boy, Jay McLovin, just stepping in a little bit to help Gonzo out tonight so he can take care of some stuff. I am not your, by any means, taking over. Just a little step in. Gonzo, my brother, the guy without the beard. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad, Jay. It could always be worse.
Tell me about it. You can have a heaping case of the hemorrhoids like I'm dealing with. Trust me, it could always be worse. Frankie the Yankee, Frankie Lake Show,
Hell.
Foxborough. Jesus, the man's got more names than Apollo Creed. What's up, my brother?
You introduced me right, damn it.
I'm sorry. I will take full heat for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to take hold of nothing but greatness, nothing but ecstasy in the feelings. The one and only Lakers, Lake Show, Frankie, all synonymous with excellence. Frankie Lake Show, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing beautiful, Jay. That was a beautiful, beautiful intro to bring me in, and I'm doing really wonderful. Lakers playoff tonight, round 2 in the first series with Memphis on the road. Can we get it done again? Austin Reeves, my boy, about to show out tonight and show why he has the Mamba mentality of the purple and gold. But other than that, Jay, I'm doing really wonderful. I'm doing great, man. It's been a wonderful week already. Starting off to a really good happy week. Yesterday, the Yankees didn't make me happy, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Baseball is not important to me right now. What's important to me is basketball playoff and hockey playoff. Other than that, I'm doing totally good, Jay.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Positivity and just loveliness. And Damon, I'm not putting that comment on, but hey, sometimes things happen. Let's go forward, shall we? Let's talk some Draymond. So Joe Dumars, Executive Vice President, head of the basketball operations, says Draymond Green's excessive and over-the-top actions and his history as a repeat offender were instrumental in the league's decision to suspend him for Game 3 of the Golden State Warriors Western Conference Finals against your beloved Sacramento Kings. Now, here's the thing. He goes on to say that it came down to excessive and over-the-top actions, conduct detrimental to the league, and a repeat offender. Let me say it again. A repeat offender. Let me ask you this, man. Let me just give you a little super quick thing here on the history of Draymond Green. 163 career technical fouls, 17 ejections, 4 suspensions. What the hell? And he only gets one game. One game. Sends a man to the hospital to get his chest x-ray to make sure that there's no internal issues. You can clearly see in the depiction that Draymond is clearly winding that leg up and shoving it straight through the chest. It wasn't just a coming down hard. It was a coming down and a wind up so that when the first time, the second time gets him. And he gets 1 game suspension. I got to tell you, if I'm Sabonis, I'm going straight to the cops and I'm filing charges. That's called assault. I'm putting Draymond in some cuffs. 1 game suspension. Come on, Joe. Weak ass. I'm sorry, but that just it annoys me that he only gets 1 game suspension. Okay, if you're going to give him a 1 game suspension, there better be $1 million fine or something backing it up with substance to really make an impact. Chris, we're going to start first there because Frankie, I want to give him max time to cover this issue. But Chris, 1 game? That's it.
Well, Jay, you're not going to like my take on this. I don't think he should be suspended for Thursday. He got ejected from that game. Hold on, he got ejected from that game. This incident would have never happened if Sabonis don't grab a hold of his leg. So it was a reaction to something else that happened. So if you're going to suspend him, I think you should suspend both of them a game, not just one of them. I understand, yeah, he's been in trouble before, but we've seen guys get in trouble, and when it gets to the playoffs, they don't go all the way back through their whole career and count everything against them. This playoff, you want your best players on the court. I'd have gave him the rest of the game the game he got kicked out of. Give him a fine if you want, but I don't like that he got suspended another game. Now, if he had just stomped him without Sabonis doing anything, then I'd probably feel a little bit different about it. But you do got to remember he grabbed his leg. And not only that, Gobert just punched a guy, and the NBA didn't suspend him. The team suspended him, not the NBA. So why are you stepping in on this one and not the other one?
No, I agree. And all valid points, except that, number one, Sabonis was, number one, in a compromised position, vulnerable, on the ground, on his back. If he did grab his leg, was it really that bad? I mean, I don't know what was going through Sabonis' mind. Maybe he thought Draymond was going to come down on him, and he was just trying to let Draymond know, "Yo, I'm here." You know, I still think it was grotesque in the way that he did it. There's a million things he could have done, but we all know who Draymond is. This is the same guy. This is the same thug mentality that he was punching Jordan Poole out in practice. So we all know Draymond and what he's capable of doing. And yes, okay, Braun did punch him. And the same way with the other guy, Gobert. I get all that. And they should have been punished. But again, these are guys. And again, yeah, you're right, Gonzo. The NBA missed the mark on that. They didn't miss the mark with Braun when he punched the dude. He did get 2 game suspension for it. But the NBA, and again, that's what I'm trying to say. The NBA has missed the mark a lot. But at some point, we got to stop missing the mark. We got to start putting down the law. And this needs to be the precedent. The precedent doesn't start until it starts. And this is where Joe Dumars could have corrected the past issues and started it right here and said, okay, the league is not going to deal with this any longer. We are going to start putting down stricter measures in place. And I'm sorry. The way that dude did it was ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't even ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Hey, how's it going, Hypocrisy Jones?
Hypocrisy, just a new guy. I've never seen him before. Hello, Hypocrisy.
I've known him for a while. He does his own podcast. He's a wrestling, does a lot in the wrestling business and stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good to have him here, my brothers. But Frankie, now is your opportunity. Uninterrupted. What do you think about this? What's your thoughts? What's your take?
I agree with Chris. I mean, I understand what went wrong, and we all witnessed it. But I feel like, Jay, you're going about it a little bit more harsh than what it actually is. I mean, if you really look at what happened, Sabonis not only, started it, because technically he really did, but the man, honestly, you wrapped your entire arm, not just one arm, but basically 2 arms around a guy's foot. Like, you don't have to do that. You really don't have to do that. And then you'd expect Draymond to just be okay with it. Like, no, at first Draymond lifted his foot up and was hoping that Sabonis was going to let go. Sabonis didn't. He didn't let go. So Draymond got pissed and he did what he did. I get that. Whatever. But like Chris said, Draymond got ejected. Sabonis got his fouled, right? You had Steph Curry take the 2 shots for Sabonis' foul. And then you had Sabonis taking his technical shots for, the Draymond situation as well. The thing that pisses me off about this the most is the way the NBA had handled this. You don't suspend someone because of his history of acts of unsportsmanlike acts. That's honestly, that's dumb. Because if that's the case, then you're basically, going out and saying, well, we should suspend Russell Westbrook because of his unsportsmanlike act against fans. They didn't suspend him for what he did the other night when he went into the fans, box seats and started talking trash to them inside there. Like, you've never seen an NBA player go inside a box seats and talk trash to fans. They didn't suspend him for that. We've seen history of Russell Westbrook doing that to fans. So I think the NBA looked at it wrong and they did it wrong. I agree with the suspension, and I also agree with Chris. If Draymond's going to get suspended, then you need to look at Sabonis as well, because this is the man that actually grabbed Draymond's foot and didn't let go. And he honestly, he could have. He could have let it go. And I think at that point when he should have let it go, Draymond would have never stepped on his ribs. Because the first time Draymond lifted his feet and tried to get out, he wasn't nowhere near his rib. He was nowhere near his rib. And then Sabonis did not want to let go, so Draymond said, the hell with it. I'm going to step on your rib. So it should be a 50-50 situation. If Draymond's going to be suspended one game, then you know what? Sabonis should be suspended one game as well.
Yeah, and I hear where you're coming from. I don't want you to think that I don't acknowledge what it is you're saying in terms of Sabonis' actions. Number one, let's look at this a little bit closer though. Sabonis doesn't have a history. This is a one-time thing with him. I'm not saying that he hasn't probably grabbed somebody's leg in the past, but and again, he got the flagrant one. So it's not like the league didn't punish him for grabbing the leg. He got a flagrant one, and if he does it again, I'm sure there'll be. Now we're looking at a pattern history. But when you look at a guy like Draymond, and has the history that Draymond has, at some point, Draymond could have said, yo, look, okay, he got the flagrant one, and he could have made his case. He could have made his appeal. There's a million different ways he could have gone about it. But just because you put violence on top of a grab of a leg, come on. Where do we start? Where do we? At what point do we draw the line? What does a player have to do to start getting? Do I gotta beat up somebody? I don't know. I'm just asking. The guy's got all these 176 or technical.
My problem with it, Jay, is if it had been any other player besides Draymond Green, I don't think they'd be able to suspend them for a game.
Oh no, I think he still gets suspended. I think any player that kicks the way he gets suspended.
And this is the reason why. Because the one thing the NBA came out and made sure everybody knew, it was because of his history. So that right there tells me that right there tells me that if it would have been any other player in the league, they'd have got ejected from the game. They wouldn't be missing another game.
And I'm glad
I think at the most, I think they definitely would have taken a flagrant one. I think they do get ejected, maybe not suspended.
I think he gets ejected, but I don't think
I think, and that's okay. Look, if it's a first time go, I don't know, man. I think I still got to put a hard line. I still think the NBA got this wrong. For me, I would put a hard line on it. I feel like if you don't put a hard line on something, it's just going to get worse, because then the players are thinking and to your point, Chris, like you said, anybody else, they're getting away with it. So at what point do we put a precedent where people start taking it seriously? Because like I said, that's a criminal act. This is beyond the game of basketball. It just is. It's beyond the game of basketball. Just like LeBron James, when he punched that dude, was beyond the game of basketball.
A criminal act.
He said more violence.
I agree. More violence.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. I'm just saying. But hey, look. I mean, if hypocrisy, Jones. Look, if we're gonna go back to the Bill Laimbeer days, then let's go back to the Bill Laimbeer days and get rid of the ticky-tack fouls. I think I just want some consistency. Maybe that's what I'm really saying. I want some damn consistency. If we're gonna go back to Bill Laimbeer, let's go back to Bill freaking Laimbeer. If you're going to get some ticky-tack fouls, then let's do some ticky-tack fouls.
If this was in the 90s and it was Dennis Rodman that stomped on somebody, you think he'd have got suspended an extra playoff game?
Anybody that puts double ring nostrils and could go to China and meet with Hin Jong Kim or whatever in North Korea, hey.
Jim Connell, he said the name super wrong.
Hey, whatever that dude's name is, that dude over there in North Korea, the little midget dude, okay?
If it was regular season, I might feel a little different, but in the playoffs, you want the teams to be whole. That way, it's the best games possible. And I think if you just, I don't know, I didn't like they suspended them another game.
And Damien, nobody's saying that the game shouldn't be physical, but if we're gonna play, let's just call it playground basketball. Well, then, damn it, let's play playground basketball. Get rid of all this shit, and let's just play playground basketball.
No, what's pissing me off is, and Jay, you've been saying it since the start of it. What's pissing me off is They're looking at his history. We understand the history of Draymond Green and what he does, but you don't suspend him for what he's done because of his past and his history. It's retarded and it's dumb.
For that.
Exactly. He's already dealt his time for those in the past. So you don't look at his past history and go, well,
the hell you don't. Let me tell you something.
You don't do
Frankie.
that. You don't do that.
Frankie, watch this. Hey, Frankie.
About that.
Hey, you ever heard of the 3-strike rule in the court of law? The first 3 times, third strike, hey, you're out of here. You're getting life without parole. Don't tell me that we don't look at past behavior. Because you know why?
This isn't the court of
past
law.
Past behavior is predicted for future behavior.
So I take it the NBA is under the government rules now, and we should have judge, juries, and executioners and shit like that, right? I guess so.
Well, hell, everything goes to the damn Congress at some point. If that wasn't the case, Roger Clemens would have never got indicted. So what are we talking about?
We're talking about a guy who got suspended because of his unsportsmanlike act in the past, Jay. In the past.
Hey, now here's some good shit right here. Let me put this up. Because this is true. This is true. Hey, if you got a good lawyer, you'll be all right. Because if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's true, though. Hey, look, man. And this is true, Gonzo. Everybody knows this. If you got a good lawyer, you're all right. You got one of them court-appointed ones. Well, God help you. Hey, but again, going back real quick to the Russell Westbrook thing, look, I was just talking some trash. That you can't. People talk trash. Now, the problem I have with Russell, though, if there is a problem with that, the problem I have with, and by the way, that fan started. So if he talking trash, he talking trash. Russell didn't do that. He walked away. But
okay, the fans started it. Who started this one with them?
Hold on.
But let me say this.
Hold on. Russell, let him say what he's got to say.
Hold on. Russell, if you're going to challenge a man and tell him to keep the name out, don't do it right next to a 7-year-old. Come on. That little kid was scared to death.
You know what's funny, though?
That little kid stopped eating his pizza and looked up at him like, damn, what the hell?
Chris, you know what's funny to me on that is we know about Russ' history on trash talking with fans and stuff like that. And I got no problem with trash talking to fans. Look, when Draymond did that to Sabonis, that man was so entertaining against the fans. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. That's the way sports go. That's the way sports is. But it's different, Jay. When you go into the box, I'm talking about you're walking off the court, going up to the box where the fan is inside. A freaking box. He's not sitting in the.
No, exactly. Because a lot of players do that. They take that shortcut. But again, they have the normal entrance, right? You go through the normal tunnel, you take the long way around, a lot of those players, they do go to that clubhouse because it's a short route right to the locker room. So I understand why he did it. But at the same time, bruh, if you're going to, like to your point, Frank, if you're going to go to the clubhouse with an opposing team and you know you went 3 for 19, yeah, you're probably going to get some Westbrook. Toughen up, Buttercup. Shoot better.
You just said players do that. I want you to name me a player that you've heard.
I don't know that. When I was watching the report, the guy that was doing the interview and everything, I forget his name. He was saying that normally players from opposing teams do go through. He didn't specify names, but he was saying that is a normal traffic that opposing players do take.
Go into a fan box and start talking trash to a fan?
Not talking trash to a fan, crazy. That's what I just said. I said if you're going to go through the fan box, Russ, if you're going to do that avenue of approach, then you got to take your lumps and just keep walking. Because that's what if you're shooting 3 for 19, well, yeah, you probably are a Westbrook. So just keep walking. But I agree with you, man. Hey, look, they shouldn't be going to the clubhouse. They should be taking the normal route of traffic, take the long way, do the right thing. Well, Frankie, how many people do the right thing in life? Come on. The whole world's full of wrong shit. That's why we got a court system and a legal system.
Not in the NBA. Stop bringing up the court system in the NBA.
Hey, your boy Hypocrisy Jones says time for stop and frisk. Anthony Price says Tua considered retirement. Hell, I'd consider retirement too if I had all those damn concussions. Damn right I would. And then Hypocrisy Jones says I talk shit to a toddler, but I'm pet. No, Hypocrisy Jones.
He would. I know. He definitely would talk shit to a toddler.
Leave those damn kids alone. I talk shit to a toddler
every day. I got a motive that says #FTK. Stands for fuck those kids.
Hey, listen, I believe that because I have heard several times where Frankie will look at Avery or Gemma or Myra, and he calls them motherfuckers.
Mariah.
I said Frankie.
Not Maya. Mariah.
That's what I said, Mariah.
No, you didn't say it like that.
I don't pronunciate all my letters,
You
Frankie.
said Myra.
I'm old. Come in some slack here.
No, not when it comes to your supposedly nieces.
Hey, they are my nieces. There's no there's no supposedly in that. You take that damn word out, you son of a bitch.
There's no Myra. It's Mariah.
Listen, do you know most of my life, my biological mother couldn't even say our names right. You know what? My name is Jason. My sister's name is Tara. When my mom would get flustered, do you know what it came out to be? Jatera and Tayson. So don't tell me some shit like that. It happens. Damn it.
Well, that's what that's because it's the Southern people. That's what they do. It's what happens.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen. There's a lot of my life that me and my sister's names were combined. It is what it is. I'll push a toddler out of my Anthony Price. Shut your mouth, you jabroni. Damien Hernandez says, "I will whoop." No. I don't believe that. Listen.
I don't believe that because I think the kid would probably whoop Damien's ass.
I think so too. I think Damien needs to just relax on that shit. What a time to be alive, man. I can see that. I can see Damien walking down the street. I don't know if he walks, but if he gets down the street,
he wobbles.
And he probably says something to a kid, and that kid just whoops his ass. Oh Lord, I can see it now.
And you got the parent next to him, like, yeah, keep going. Put the lock on him. He just amping it up. Like,
oh man! Hey, here's your boy Mickey Delaney. Chiming in. Jason talks shit to you about your New York Yankees. Keep it moving. I'm not talking nothing because right now my team's doing terrible. Damien says, "Hey, I whooped my 14-year-old."
There wasn't very many. The last night's NBA games wasn't that close.
Anthony Price says David and his kids going to be in the same school. Man, hey, listen, Damien, Anthony, that was good, man. That made me cry a little bit. Hypocrisy Jones says, "Them out of nowhere world star." I don't know what that means, but okay, we're good. Okay, no.
Poor Damien, man.
I don't know why I'm putting these comments up. I don't read them. I just put them up, and then I hate myself for it.
It's all right. Put them up. They deserve to be read by everybody.
He said, Mickey Delaney says, yes, your team is shit all over Texas. Hey, Mickey, hold your freaking horses, guy. Calm yourself. Because you're going to be eating all them words at the end of the season, so calm yourself. You do not want the wrath of McLovin when we take over that division. You do not want that. Real quick.
If I'm not mistaken, Jay, is Houston better than Seattle at the moment, if I'm not mistaken?
I haven't looked at the standings. After last night's game, I just got so upset.
You guys lose again last night?
Shut up.
No, they won the first time against the Blue Jays. They just lost last night. That's all.
Yeah. Real quick, since we're on the theory of players getting into trouble and things like that. Now it looks like a fan is suing the Wizards. Bradley Beal alleges assault and bet spat. I just saw this a few minutes ago. Have y'all heard about this? Or have y'all seen this?
I have not
How many
gotten
games did he get
no news on
suspended?
that.
I don't think he did, but I'll
games
say this. It says a fan is suing Washington Wizards
Oh.
star Bradley Beal and the team. Not only Bradley and Beal, but also the Wizards over a post-game incident on March 21st in Orlando, Florida, alleging battery and assault and asking for a damages that exceeds 50. Man, he only asking for 50 grand. He
Crazy.
all right. If you only
That's
ask for
crazy.
$50,000, you all right. That ain't nothing.
Chris, if I'm correct or if I'm mistaken, Bradley Beal has some history of some unsportsmanlike acts. I don't understand why he's not getting suspended.
So
at least one game.
hold on. So the suit alleges that after the Wizards lost to the Orlando Magic Amway Center, Bill was heading to the locker room when he reacted to a remark made by a friend of Briffa's about losing a bet, turned around and hit Briffa on the side of his head, knocking his hat off. According to the police report on the incident, Briffa's friend remarked to Bill, "You made me lose $1,300, you F." Now, here's the deal. So if I understand this right, this one, if I hit a fan, I'm going to go to jail.
Not a fan, his friend.
Whatever. A non-basketball person. If I hit a non-basketball person, I go to jail. But as long as I keep it within the league, we good. We good. We just get a little couple games suspension. No big deal. We drive on.
It's always been like that. Look how many fights are in the NFL during practices that you never hear about. Nobody goes to jail.
Hold on, but it gets better. The suit also alleges that during the confrontation, Bill told Briffa, "When you disrespect me, I'm gonna press you about it. Do you think this is a joke? Do you think this is a joke? Do you think this is a joke? Do you think this is a joke?" is what he kept saying to him. Because when I press you about it, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What a time to be alive.
So
see, the difference is Westbrook talked trash and kept going to the locker room. This dude talks trash and then hits a dude.
Jay, it's his friend. All right, it's his friend. It's like if I'm in the NBA.
Not right now, it's not, because his friend is suing his ass.
Listen. It's kind of like if I was in the NBA and I'm making money, me and you are best friends. I invite you to the game because, you made a little bet. We lost. You lost the bet, whatever. So you want to say whatever you want to me. Best to believe, if you disrespect me, Jay, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. I don't care. You're my friend. But you're going to be a little, excuse my language, you're going to be a little bitch about it and now go to the courts and try and sue. Little puss. Because you lost money. So the only way you could gain that money back is by suing your best friend and his team.
Wow. So Bill goes on and addresses in a conference saying nobody wants to lose money. I get it. If you keep it about sports, I'm all for it. But I think it's when people start getting personal, talking about your family, talking about your character, your integrity towards the game. I think all that we can save it. We can really keep those comments to ourselves.
Respect to Mike for that comment. Straight fact.
Mama taught me to keep my hands to myself from day one. Sabonis learned his lesson. Well,
straight facts. Jay feels different though. Jay feels different.
I agree with hypocrisy on that too.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I say it too, man. Damn.
I won't cancel. I will take that one down.
I cancel nothing. I'm just saying, damn.
Like he makes no sense when he writes stuff sometimes.
Hey, is drama
listen.
Oh, the Mariners and the Houston Astros are tied. Okay. What a time to be alive.
Hey, listen, and I really do think, man, look, when our Tippy and Bradley come back, we're gonna write the shit. We're gonna be all right.
Oh my God. We have never heard this type of volume language with Jay with the Houston Astros. He's just like so under normal voice active right now. Just we get these guys back,
Hey, listen though. Hey, seriously though. Hey, Frankie. Both of our teams got to tighten up. We got to tighten up, bro.
Listen,
the Yankees lost last night to the Yankees. I mean, to the Angels. We lost to the Blue Jays. Look, we got to tighten our teams up. We got to tighten up. Otherwise, we're gonna be like Chris over there.
Listen, we have we got
to tighten up.
Hold on, because
what's the Astros record? What's the Astros record? I don't think the record is much better than the Reds record.
Hey, look, Chris been waiting all season to say that.
I have to give Chris and the Reds some props. They did shut out the Tampa Bay Rays a couple of nights ago, so I give him some props on that.
Yesterday.
But then he got shut out last night as well.
Hey, Chris.
Right now we're down 7-0 today to the Rays.
But Chris, your team is your team is turning the tide though with their players. They just signed that pitcher. Didn't they just sign a pitcher? They extended him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was that dude's name?
Hunter Green, the dude right here.
Yeah, they just extended him. So at least now your team's
not pitching today. He was the one that pitched the night that we shut him out.
Oh, no wonder he got that extension.
Ooh, so the Angels play the Yankees.
No, they gave up 6 runs today in the first inning. The Reds did.
Hey, can anybody here tell me the significance of Ohtani's home run the other night? Can anybody tell me the significance? I wonder if Frankie the Yankee even knows the significance of that.
His home run against the Yankees last night?
When Ohtani lifted that home run out of the park the other night, do you know what the significance of that was?
That's the only way I could reach over the laptop, Mike. He said, "Who holds a bobblehead like that?"
That is kind of funny. It was kind of weird. But Frankie, you got 2 seconds to tell me the significance of that, and then I'm going to give you the answer.
I don't know the significance of it.
So when he hit the home run the other night, he hit that home run on the anniversary of Babe Ruth's first home run out of the old ballpark. Same day. How crazy is that, man? And these are both two-way guys, right? Both of them were pitchers and hitters at a high level. Obviously, Babe went on to play in the outfield. Ohtani is still pitching, but still, to have a man come into your home, and I get it, it's a new stadium versus the old stadium, but still on the anniversary of the day when Babe hits his first home run as a Yankee. Wow.
Are you trying to get me mad? Shohei Ohtani's
No, not at all. No, not at all. I'm just marveling at history. It's crazy.
I get it.
It's just history. It's amazing.
And we all know that Shohei Ohtani is a young, amazing athlete.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was expected because guess who was on the mound? Go figure, Clark Schmidt. Like an idiot. I gave high hopes for his spring training, and the guy is absolutely doing horrible. So go figure. But hey, it is what it is.
You know what? It pissed me off. I took the Yankees to win yesterday, and I only lost 2 games yesterday, and one of them was the Yankees.
Stop betting on my team. Maybe that's why we lost, because you bet on my team.
Okay. Might be. I was 5-2 on my picks yesterday. I lost the Yankees and the Giants.
Well, and also in Yankee Stadium last night, Jay and Chris, I don't know if this is like some type of future thing or whatever, and I don't want to get Mike mad because I know Mike's dying for the Chicago Cubs next year to go after Shohei Ohtani. But in Yankee Stadium last night, and it's on a storage of its own inside the stadium, they were selling a bunch of Shohei Ohtani merchandise and Shohei Ohtani hats in New York.
Wow.
Yankee Stadium.
That's crazy.
Maybe the Yankees are trying to do something and say, "Hey, yo, Shohei, we're going to sell your stuff. We're going to sell your stuff. We're going to make
Hey, now bring your happy ass over to our organization."
Hey, yeah, right now bring your ass next year to New York, and we're going to have a whole
Could you imagine, Frankie, could you imagine for one moment if you had Cole, Nestor Cortez, Shohei Ohtani, and and Severino, if Severino could stay healthy. And then who's the other guy you picked up, the Rendon or whatever? I mean, you guys would be stacked at the pitching position. You guys
Not
would be
only pitching, that also adds another big bat to your
and
line.
you're right, because then and you get a designated hitter out of that as well. What? I think if Ohtani went there, though, I think that would absolutely be the end of Stanton's career in New York. They would let that guy go.
I thought you said
there's no reason. Why would you hold on to him?
Oh, definitely.
I thought Jay was going to say absolutely.
There's no need for Stanton anymore.
The end of the Houston Astros reign.
Well, it is going to be the absolute end of the Houston Astros reign. He don't want to say, he don't want to admit it, but he knows that we end up getting Shohei Ohtani.
Man, listen, if you get, and it's true, man. Look, if you get him in that ballpark with that team and that pitching lineup, yeah, I mean, come on.
Jay gonna start talking shit about the Yankees. I know that for sure. He's just gonna be like, I can't wait for the Yankees and Astros series, but I'm gonna keep my mouth.
I'll say it again. I'll tell you right now, man. Look, Astros have only been around since the 60s. Okay, we actually started out as a Colt 45s, and then they transitioned into the Astros. But so we're still kind of, if you look at the game of baseball, we're like the middle. We're probably in our 30s or 40s, whatever. So we're a middle-aged kid. The Yankees, they've been around since the dawn at the beginning, man. Look, there's a lot in that franchise, right? I mean, and when you think of America, like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you think of America, I do think of the Yankees representing the baseball. I think of the Cowboys representing football, even though Frankie doesn't want to hear that. And basketball, I don't know, man. You could toss that one up between the Lakers and the Celtics, either one. I mean, honestly, both great franchises, man. Both represent the NBA at a high level. So
I understand your status on the Cowboys being, America's team when you think about them in the NFL. But when I think of America's team in the NFL, and I'm not going to say my team, I think of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Realistically. Really? Yeah. The team that was originally going to be called America's team, but decided they didn't want to get that name and didn't want to have that name, so they ended up going to the Cowboys and say, hey, we're going to name you guys America's team.
Can I say one off-topic thing real quick? I just got a text message from Xfinity saying, good news, your Xfinity service in the area has been restored. No, that's not good news. Hey, watch this. We've been without cable for a day and a half. Do you know how hard that is? Let me tell you, and internet too, by the way. Let me tell you what good news is. Good news is when you tell me, hey, yo, Jay, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Let me take, $50, $60 off your cable day. That's good news.
We're not going to do that.
I'm just saying, if you want to tell me good news, tell me you're going to do the right thing.
If you think they're going to charge you more, they're going to charge you more because they had to fix a problem.
I just think it's funny, man, that yesterday on Unscripted, I was going by the name Xfinity sucks because they did suck. And then you give me some good news that you restored what you're supposed to have not lost in the first damn place. It was funny, too, because the guy on the corner, the Xfinity guy, I saw him. I said, yo, man, what's up with the internet? He's like, I don't know. I can't get service to call the people to let them know that this is the issue. And I'm thinking like, hey, that's some shit.
Well, that's the thing. Who has a goddamn network called Xfinity?
I don't know, man. I just think it's a crazy time that we live in. What a crazy time.
Chris, what do you run off of?
Xfinity, Comcast.
You too? What is that? Is that like an area, like a thing in your guys' area, Xfinity?
Yeah, it's Comcast. That's our cable provider around here.
I'm fixing to have to switch over to AT&T.
What do you guys have in New York? Who's your guys?
In
New York, we have Verizon and we have a place called Spectrum.
Spectrum, I think that's what they have in LA.
I've heard of Spectrum.
Yeah, we have Spectrum around here.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of Spectrum. Okay.
Yeah, Comcast or Xfinity is our version of Spectrum.
Not really, because in Spectrum, your shit don't go down. Just saying. So Xfinity, you need to step your shit up.
Now, hold on. Now we're gonna get back to sport. Mickey says, Jay, slow your roll. Stay in your lane. Well, Mickey, my lane is the World Series. What exactly is your lane?
Oh, I knew it was coming.
No, I'm just curious. I would love to know what Mickey Delaney's lane is because I'm a World Series champion. Who are you? Jabroni?
Your World
Old
Series.
ass?
Where's your? Can I see your World Series ring?
You know, Chris, nobody likes you.
Jay, just let it roll. Just let it rock. Right now, sit on the NHL because both your guys' team are in the playoffs and can potentially face each other some point down the road at the final game to determine who's going to go to the Stanley Cup.
Listen.
You guys just got to keep going. And if that happens, we're going to get a Dallas Star versus Seattle Kraken game. That's where you guys can go head-to-head and start saying who's the better one. Baseball, we don't give a shit about baseball right now, and Mickey should know that. Mickey should know that we don't care about baseball right now. It's NBA playoff and it's NHL playoffs right now. Baseball just started. We don't care about the beginning of baseball, especially when half our team is injured right now. This is the perfect time to not care.
Hey, Mickey, I guess, yeah, my hockey team's in the playoffs, and I see your hockey team's in the playoffs. Don't get too crazy with it, okay? I will say this, Frankie. I do hope that tonight's hockey game does not go till 2 a.m. again. That wore me out. Bro, I was never so tired when I went to bed.
I said, I'm not staying up for this game. I'm going to sleep, and I'll check it on ESPN tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I was like, God, man, 2 a.m. I was like, damn. But I don't know, man. We'll see, man. Last night was a heartbreaker, man. We went double overtime, and we didn't get the win. So hopefully Dallas comes back tonight. We get this win tonight, even up the series, and then we drive on. So we'll see. We'll see where we're going. But, man, let's talk some NBA for a minute. Geez Louise, man. Suns bounced back, didn't they? Knicks bounced back.
No,
I don't know, Frank, man. What are you thinking about the Suns? Clippers. What are we?
I don't give a damn about the Suns.
I know. I'm sorry. I meant to say Cavaliers bounced back. I apologize. But what do you think about that, man? This Clippers. I mean, again, Paul George isn't there. Won't be
Honestly,
there.
I think if Paul George was playing, Clippers win that game last night.
Oh, absolutely. But he's not there.
No, I know he's not there. I'm just saying.
No, I get that.
In the first half, the Clippers controlled that game, and in the second half, Suns started double teaming Kawhi, and they couldn't get enough offense going. They're really missing Paul George having that other scoring option that can score from anywhere. Westbrook did have a good game last night.
That's because he heard.
Well, he certainly did better than 3 for 19.
See, Jay keep talking shit about Russell Westbrook and his shots. He's gonna come out and show you he's gonna score 30.
Hey, you know what? And he needs to. Maybe. Hey, in all honesty, Russell was telling the guy to shut his mouth, and all this. But maybe the fan helped out Russell. Maybe he pissed off Russell, and Russell said, "Okay, so maybe he should. Maybe Russell should send that fan a card to apologize."
And the difference in that game last night was Devin Booker. That dude went off in that.
Absolutely.
Especially that third quarter. But even in the fourth quarter, he played well. But he had 20-something points in the third quarter. He just couldn't miss.
You know who missed? KD, because he's a bum and he sucks.
KD, you know what? Honestly, though, I don't like KD either. Frankie, man, I'm right there with you in terms of KD, man.
It's about damn time. I've been waiting for this day.
Well, no, I never said he was a bum, but I will say this. I have said multiple times that he lacks leadership, and it's the lack of leadership, that has kept him from getting a ring. It wasn't until he went to Golden State where Steph Curry was a natural-born leader. But hell, the whole damn team was full of leadership, and that's why he got his ring, because he did his role, he did what they told him to do, and everybody else was a good leadership around. Hell, the coach was a good leader the whole night, and that's why he got that damn ring. But outside of that,
Draymond Green was a good leader.
No, I don't. I don't. Well, let's put it this way. I think Draymond is good for the team in terms of being vocal, keeping everybody energized, things like that. But when it comes to his moral character, he sucks a-holes.
Can we just get on the fact real quick that the Warriors, they got the name from a movie of a gang in Coney Island, and got famous by a guy tapping 3 glasses, telling them to come out and play. But they're not coming out to play in Sacramento, Jay. I don't know what's
No,
going
they're
on with the
really not.
Warriors.
They're
I don't know
really
what's
not
going
coming
on.
out to play at
We have been
all.
seeing a different side of Stephen Curry that we have never witnessed before. I'm talking about the man is taking insane, wild shots. Don't get me wrong, and I don't want to get blasted for this by anybody. Steph Curry is still that dude, and he can make every shot possible for his team. But these last 2 games against Sacramento that we have seen, Steph Curry, yes, gets over 20 points, but the man has been missing wild shots, taking wild shots, and he has been airballing shots like crazy. Shots that we have never
Yeah.
imagined Stephen Curry to airball. Shots where we sit here and say, God damn, Steph Curry normally makes that shot. Has Father Time finally caught up to Stephen Curry?
That's right. I mean, and I think do you think a lot of it is the fact that Darren Fox, Sabonis, and company have just gotten into his head,
I think he's trying. I think he's
or trying too hard?
I think he's trying too hard. He thinks he has to do so much because of the way for one, the way they played on the road the whole season. But some of the other guys haven't stepped up the way they need to, and I think he's trying to do too much.
Listen, I just want my props. Because before the playoffs started, what was the one thing I said to Rob Scott? The one thing I said is you're going to be in trouble in the playoffs. You want to know why? Because you guys were not good on the road. And these first 2 games in Sacramento proved exactly that. Now, me and Jay have talked off camera, behind the scenes. We've talked. We always talk. And me and Jay agreed on that most definitely the Warriors will get a win in Golden State. Most definitely. But I do not see them getting 2 wins. And feel that Sacramento is going to leave this one. Sacramento with a 3-1 lead over Golden State to finish the Warriors out, the defending champions in Sacramento, with a 4-1 victory over the Golden State Warriors. I see that happening. They're a different team.
I mean, but you know what? It wasn't all though on Steph Curry. There's a lot of different areas where Sacramento did well and Golden State just didn't. I mean, look at the points in the paint. Just start there for a minute. Yeah, 54 points for Sac versus 40 for Golden State. So they won the battle in the paint. Then you look at their turnovers. Golden State commits 22. Sacramento commits 14. So they won the battle in their turnovers. And then they look at the rebounds. They were about the same on rebounds. But what I think the biggest thing for me was at that 3-point line. And I really thought that was going to be the thing that did Sacramento in, because they went 9 of 38 at the 3-point line versus 13 to 4 for Golden State. So when Sacramento goes to Golden State, which is where they're traveling to now, they're not going to be able to go 9 of 38 at their 3-point line and think they can take that win. Now, granted, they won't have Draymond Green, so I guess that's a positive there. But they got to clean up that 3-point line. But other than that, I mean, Sacramento really controlled the overall of that game in other categories. And I think that, I mean, yeah, Steph, you can point the finger at Steph and he's trying too hard, but also they're not doing enough in the paint.
Is Sabonis playing tonight?
It's not tonight. It's not tonight. It's Friday.
Tomorrow night, I mean.
Yeah, he was medically cleared to play, so I would imagine he would be in there.
Yeah, they're playing. And it's really mind-blowing, too, because the one person that can defend him and can stop him is not going to be there. So this is why I say Game 3 is going to go to Golden State, because you're going to have – to Sacramento, because you're going to have Sabonis in the paint just outright dominating. You don't have LaMarcus Aldridge because he's out. You don't have Draymond Green because he's out. Who else are you going to count on to go in there and stop Sabonis from doing damage in the paint? You can't. So now Golden State has to rethink and re-strategize on what they got to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we see Sabonis getting double teamed. Now, if they double team Sabonis, that's where they're going to mess up, because you're going to leave Malik Monk out open. You're going to leave De'Aaron Fox open. You can't do that. So
Oh yeah, they're
they're
gonna kill
all
him on that.
they're all confused right now, and I think Sacramento is in a good chance right now to get Game 3. And if they somehow, some way blow this Game 3 chance right here, it might end up in a tight series because Golden State is better at home. They really are. They're just terrible on the road. But
Let me
this
ask you
is their
this. Let me ask
chance
you
to
guys
get a
this.
win.
Let me ask you all this, and I don't I don't normally always put up stuff or agree with David, but this is a good point. And Gonzo, let's start with you there. So now that since they traded Wiseman earlier in the season, when there were speculations of if this would come back to hurt them. Now that they don't have Draymond Green, do you think that they would be missing not having Wiseman there to kind of pick up the slack from when he left?
I think they'll miss him a little bit. I thought they gave up on Wiseman too early myself. I said that when they traded him, but I mean they're going to need Looney, Kevon Looney, to really step up and not get in foul trouble. If he gets in foul trouble trying to guard Sabonis, then they're going to be in trouble because, like Frankie said, they don't have nobody else on that bench to bring in that really can size up with Sabonis.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I think
Draymond's not as big, but Draymond's he's a smart enough defender and has been doing it long enough that he can slow him down. But now with just Looney, once you get by Looney, who they gonna put on him? Wiggins?
No, absolutely, and that's a damn good point. So, Frankie, to expand on what Gonzo's talking about, if you're Sacramento, is that your strategy going into Golden State? Is like, hey guys, look, we're not going to in the three, but we need to attack the shit out of the paint and hopefully maybe get Looney into foul trouble, which then would really open up Pandora's box.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You got to think like that. I mean, their biggest defender, their biggest threat in the paint is suspended one game, and you got Looney who literally just came off of being in foul trouble by guarding who? Sabonis. So I mean, if you go in there and you know that, Sabonis is gonna dominate the paint and Looney is not gonna be able to, do what he normally is there to do because he's so easily fouling kind of player to where he's gonna end up in the foul trouble, it's gonna be all out of hands. I mean, right now. This is a really bad way in Golden State. And I understand people are going to sit there and say, they can still do it because absolutely they can. They really can. But not having Draymond in the paint, you better expect Sabonis to dominate in the paint now. He's going to dominate.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Gonzo, now that looks like, I was telling Frankie earlier, I was like, look, man, all they got to do is win one game in Golden State. Just get one. You can lose the other ones, but just get the one. Because even if you go back 3-2, and now you're on the road again in Sacramento, I think the Warriors I think the Sacramento Kings can close out business back at home. So I got to be honest with you. I think, and I think we all think that this game, without Draymond, this game is probably the most pivotal game in the series because, like Frankie said, they win at home. They don't win on the road. So you got to take care of business by the one, and especially since you got one leg already taken out from underneath them, you got to go in there like sharks and blood. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. I think this is a big game. Warriors need this game. It's going to be a lot harder now without Draymond.
Right.
They need to pull it. I said yesterday I still thought the Warriors would win the series. I think they need to win this game to still win the series, and I think it's going to be tough. That's why I didn't like the suspension because then and that's the other reason I don't like the suspension is because now if Sacramento wins, they're not going to be talking about how this young core from Sacramento has turned it around and Sacramento winning their first playoff series. Everybody's going to be talking about, well, they might not have won if Draymond wouldn't have got suspended. So that's another reason I didn't like the suspension because I think it takes away from what Sacramento is accomplishing because you're going to get a lot of outside people start saying that's the only reason, and it's not the only reason. They won the first two games. So if they do win the series, it's not just because of that, but a lot of people's going to blame it on that. So that's another reason I didn't like the suspension because I think it kind of takes away from what Sacramento is accomplishing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The next series I will take a quick look at. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because, quite honestly, it's kind of a boring series. But I did say that I felt like the Sixers, and obviously they've gone up Now 2-0, 96-84. So they took them out by 12 this time. But what is y'all's thoughts on that, man? I mean, like, do you think they get the sweep, or do you think that the Nets can actually take a game to avoid the sweep? That's really the question. That's really about the only question I think is worth the damn in this series.
I think the Sixers are going to sweep them. I just don't think the Nets have enough firepower to keep up with the 76ers.
Yeah, I agree. Frankie?
Yeah, I agree as well. I think they're going to get swept as well. And it's really sad that they're going to get swept because it's going to be back-to-back years where they get swept in the playoffs. But this is a different team from last year. Last year they had KD and Kyrie and got swept. This year they just got a bunch of, they probably got like one or two good players, but that's not enough. I mean, I do see a sweep in against Brooklyn, and it's really sad. But hey, they made it to the playoffs. We didn't expect them. We after the trade deadline and getting rid of KD and stuff, we all probably agreed that Brooklyn was going to slide down and end up out of the playoffs. So they made it there. Hopefully next year, kids.
Yeah, there's one question I want to ask each of you guys. Just a quick answer on what you think. First of all, I'm going to point out Harden had a really crappy game, honestly. He had 8 points on 3 of 13 shooting, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Kind of piss poor, honestly, from Harden. Maxey had a good game, 33 points. Embiid had a pretty good game at 20 and 19 rebounds. So, 7 assists. So he had a good game, and so did Harris. But here's my question. My question is the bench. Reed, Melton, I think they gave you, 15 points off the bench, but nobody else scored. I mean, do you think that the lack of bench scoring from the other guys is going to hurt them, especially when you got McDaniels, 22 minutes, 0 points, Niang, 13 minutes, 0 points, and then you had Melton at 21 minutes at 9 points. I just feel like that's a lot of time for a low production. Do you think in future series that's going to be the thing that hurts them once they get to the next round?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt them this series because they're playing the Nets. But I do agree. I think you get up against the Bucks, especially if Giannis is playing, and you get up against like Boston. I think the bench is going to be real important. I also think that's going to be something that's going to really hurt the Phoenix Suns down the road. They might get through past this series with the Clippers, which I think a lot of that's going to be because Paul George is not playing. Because I think if Paul George is playing, Clippers probably beat them because of the bench. But I don't know if the Suns bench is going to be able to help out enough for them to keep moving on. But I think 76ers bench is definitely going to have to step up.
Yeah, Frankie, are you in that same mode as well?
I mean, like Chris said, they're playing against the Brooklyn Nets, and I feel like that's what Doc Rivers is seeing. You don't need to play your bench players if you know that you're comfortable in getting a sweep against the a low-level Brooklyn Nets team right now. Let your boys continue to rest. And when you go out and face a tough team in the next round, like a Milwaukee Bucks or Boston Celtics, or even someone else in the bottom level, Cleveland Cavaliers, or maybe even the New York Knicks, that's where you start to look at, okay, well, let's bring in these guys that's been well rested and help out, Embiid and Harden. So yeah, I kind of agree that it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt them because you don't want to rest them too much. You don't want to have them have their weak legs. You want to keep having them guys move around and stuff. So don't keep sitting them down. Just give them a little bit of time on the court to play. So that way their legs can continue moving and not resting too long. But you're going against Brooklyn, so hey. But Jay, I want to say to you, hold on, Jay, I want to say to you, where's the consistency, Jay? Because you got all this talk about Russell Westbrook being bad at shooting 3 for whatever. But when it comes up to James Harden, and you just said his stats, where is it at?
I said he was terrible. I said he played like Doug Rivers. Did you miss the first part of that? I said this is terrible.
I heard it, but I don't want that. You gave a whole trash talking summary on Russell Westbrook on how he's been missing.
I gave a trash talk on Westbrook because Westbrook was talking trash and didn't like the fact that they were pointing out the obvious fact. When Harden has a shit night, he just gets quiet and goes in there in the locker room and says, fuck it.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's
crazy.
Hey, real quick.
He
hey, guys.
leaves the clubhouse, goes to the strip club, and relaxes for a little while. That's what Harden does.
Hey, look, man. Do you blame the guy? I'd go to the strip club, too.
He needs John Morant there.
hey, because John Morant would bring a gun, and they'd both wind up in jail. You don't need that shit. Let me ask you a question, man. My concern for the Sixers is Embiid is historically known for getting hurt or not being able to play at a full capacity all the way through the playoffs. Do you think playing him 37 minutes when he had a 12-point lead, maybe you could have played him a little bit less just to preserve him for the later rounds when they got tougher competition? Do you think it's wise to play him as many minutes?
No. Do you want to know why? Because normally in the past, when he goes into the playoffs, he's already hurt, right? He's already dealt with an injury late in the season or at some point in the regular season. So he's going into the playoffs already hurt. This year, he went into the playoffs healthy, Jay. He didn't get hurt this year in the regular season. He didn't go into the playoffs hurt. I feel like Joel Embiid is feeling good and he's playing the way he should be playing. James Harden, he had a fantastic game 1, terrible game 2. I don't want to see James Harden keep going with that game 2 status. I want him to bring back his game 1 level and keep going. Because if he continues to do that, we're just going to go out and say, well, this is typical playoff James Harden, and Phoenix is definitely going to lose in the next round. But Joel Embiid going into the playoffs being healthy, this is the first time in a long time we've seen him like this, and I feel like he's going to have an absolute monstrous playoff series rounds, and I don't think he's going to get hurt at all, just because normally in the past, like I said, he gets injured during the season going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Let's be real quick.
Hold on. Let Chris have a take.
No.
He's being nice enough to let you host his show.
I'm kidding. God.
Chris, please, before you were about to be so rudely passed on.
Chris.
Well, I agree with Frankie on it though. I don't think he's going to get hurt, but if you have a 15, 20 point lead and there's only 3-4 minutes left, I'd get him out there just for one. Why play him the extra minutes and take a chance? Just because he has been injury prone, but he hasn't had as many injuries this year as he's had in the past few years. I don't know if he's changed his diet or changed his maybe some of his workout, but he seemed to stay healthier this season than what he has. So hopefully that'll continue in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Another game we're looking at real quick is this Cavaliers, New York's. Obviously, Cavs took the loss the first game. Now they come out and they get the 17-point win over the Knicks. So obviously, both teams had lopsided wins. Where do you see game 3 going from here?
Well, they're going back to New York, right?
Let's see. No, I believe they were was it in?
Because Cleveland's 4 and they're 5. So yeah, they're going to New
Okay,
York.
Yeah. So
I think
you're right.
It's going to be a whole different atmosphere. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, because everybody loves to play in Madison Square Garden. That's one of the pillars of basketball arenas, So I feel like everybody loves to play in Madison Square Garden, and I feel like Donovan Mitchell is going to have an absolute monstrous next 2 games. And I see, Cleveland coming out with probably a 2-game victory. New York is finally, they had a game 1 sensation with both Brunson and Julius Randle. I don't think they can keep it up, though. After what we saw last night, I don't think they can keep it up.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think the Cavs are going to win the series. The Cavs are just, to me, are the better team. I think the Cavs will at least win. I think they'll at least win 2 because you play 3 in New York. They play 3 in a row.
No, they got 2. No, they got 2 in New York. It goes 2-2, 1-1-1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they at least win 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if they won both in New York. New York, I think Cavs win the series, but it was big for the Knicks to get a win in Cleveland because Cleveland.
Oh, absolutely.
Cleveland's been tough to beat in Cleveland. So to get the least split in Cleveland was big for the Knicks, but now they got at least split on their home court. And I think for them to win the series, they need to win both these games. So that's why I think the Cavs are going to win the series. But I expect Donovan Mitchell to ball out again, kind of like he did last night. So I think I'm going with the Cavs.
Hey, Donovan Mitchell did not ball out.
He's going to ball out this game.
He did it. Okay, watch this. He didn't shoot the ball bad. His field goal percentage wasn't bad. Nothing like that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is he only touched the ball 11 times. He needs to touch the ball. And it's not his fault that he didn't ball out. Maybe that was a team philosophy, but he only your number one guy is only touching the ball 11 times. Now, he great. He got you 17 points, but I think he needs to touch the ball more.
I think some of that in last night's game though was because they were blowing him out so much as well. He didn't have to force the issue and try to score because everybody else was.
Not just that, I also think after game one, Donovan Mitchell scoring over 30, 35 points, he looked at the team and said, listen, next game, it's everybody. It's not just me. We all got to contribute in here. And I feel like that's what happened. I feel like Donovan Mitchell didn't want the ball as much on his hands because of that situation. And that's where to go to Chris's point. When you have a blowout lead like that, there's no reason for Donovan Mitchell to continue having the ball in his hand. You only put the ball in his hand when you're losing.
Yeah. Especially when you got a guy like Karis LeVert, who, to Chris's point, had 40 minutes, in the game. He went 9 of 16 for 24. So LeVert was playing well, and to your point, I can understand what you're saying. That Karis LeVert, boy, I think that might be a little X factor for them as well.
Only thing with LeVert is he's not consistent enough.
He does need to work on that.
If he could be consistent, he could be an awesome player. But he was with the Pacers for a couple of years, and I was excited when they got him. But one game he might give you 25, 30 points. Next game he might give you 5. He's not at that consistent level. If he can get where he's consistent, that Cleveland team would be real scary with him and Mitchell if LeVert could stay consistent.
Was it from a lack of touches, or was his field goal percentage just he just wasn't hitting the shots?
Yeah, he would just have games where he couldn't hit anything.
Oh Lord, yeah, that can. I mean, and you're right. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. So that can hurt you as well. I think what was the other game I wanted to take a quick look at? Let's talk about this Lakers, man. I know that's Frankie's team. Let's talk about this Lakers tonight, man. Hey, you guys you're going up against Memphis. It looks most likely that Morant is not going to be playing. AD's coming off that stinger from game one. Or is it game one? You're on game one. This is game 2 for you. So you come out that stinger in game one. Obviously, you got to be happy or at least positive about your chances of getting the win tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% absolutely guaranteeing that the Lakers are going to walk out victorious. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Jaren Jackson Jr. is not going to have a fantastic game because he is. He's Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. So he's going to have an outstanding game. But you don't got Ja Morant on your lineup. Now, that puts a huge smile on my face. A huge smile on my face because now you got Austin Reeves who can do what he got to do. D'Angelo Russell, who's not been showing up the last couple of games, can finally turn it around tonight and do what he's got to do. You got Dennis Scrouder, or however you say his last name.
Schroeder.
Do what he's got to do. Shoulder. Yeah, Shoulder. Yeah, Dennis Shoulder.
No, Schroeder, guy. Schroeder.
Yeah.
There's an R in there. Schroeder. I know you New Yorkers don't pronounce your R, but there's an R in that thing.
Dennis Schroeder. I got you. No, but you got him who he can do something. Listen, it's gonna be a fantastic game. I cannot wait. Randy's gonna be mad at me. It's gonna be a show tonight, baby. It's gonna be a show. Woo! Can I get a woo?
No, because Schroeder's like, yo, bro, I'm on the Lakers squad too. This is your team. How come you can't say my damn name right?
Jay's going to
say his name right. I don't say his name right because all I care about is AR-15, Austin Reeves, baby, the white goat. That's the white goat.
So Gonzo, let me come at it a different perspective. Obviously, the Lakers, if they get tonight and Morant, if he's, there's some big things there. How far do you think this Lakers can get past Memphis? And if they do, how far do you see them really going in this playoffs now?
If they get by Memphis, who would they have next round?
It'll be between.
Is it the Golden State Sacramento?
Well, are they doing it the way it used to be, where like the lower seed would have to play the higher seed, or is it like brackets now?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hold on.
Because
While we answer
because
that,
yeah, go ahead and look it up, Jay. Because
hey,
if they're
while
doing
I'm looking
it,
at that, let me look that up real quick. Let me ask you a different question. So there's been issues with Bane wearing bronze shoes. That's like the unspoken rule to wear the opponent's shoe when you're playing against him, and he's doing it. Now, he doesn't like doing it, but for that big toe injury that he's got, that was the only shoe that he felt comfortable in. So LeBron says, hey, let me know if you need some more shoes. Now, he says it's all genuine and everything, but do you think that, and look, Bane and Braun, they've had some heated exchanges, in the season and so forth when these two guys go at it. Do you see that at all being an issue in this next game?
I don't think you meant Bane. I think what you meant was Dylan Brooks.
No, it's Desmond Bane. It's Bane.
I want to say Dylan Brooks, because Dylan Brooks is the one that was talking trash about LeBron and wanting LeBron in the first round so he can quickly eliminate him. I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, it can be Desmond Bane, and it can. I'm just saying, I haven't, as a Laker fan, I haven't heard news of Desmond Bane talking anything or saying anything. It's mostly Dylan Brooks. But if it's Desmond Bane,
well, Dylan Brooks too as well. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
But hey yo, let me turn into my my phrase of moan, hey yo, watch yourself, all right? Hey yo, Chris, let him know.
We got
let me turn it off to my big daddy cool over there, Chris. My Diesel over there, Chris. My big sexy Chris. What else is it? It's Kevin Nash, Chris over there. Go ahead, outsider.
I can't find it, Jay.
But, it says Bane in LeBron. It says right here, Bane in LeBron's question mark inside one player's bittersweet search for the perfect sneaker, and it just kind of tells that there was a little bit of an issue there, but again, I don't think they apparently, according to Bane and Braun, they've moved past all the bad crazy energy, and that they're both on the same pace. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but a little bit of a little bit of kerfuffle of a moment. Well, I don't think it's as bad as what Dylan Brooks did, but it was a little bit of a kerfuffle.
From what I'm seeing, if the Lakers beat the Grizzlies, they will have the winner of Kings and Warriors.
Yeah, so they're going to have to. That's what I was thinking. They're going to play the winner of the Warriors Sacramento series.
Yep.
I'm getting really annoyed with you two. Stop saying if. It's not if. It's when. When the Lakers beat Grizzlies. When.
So it says James broke the ice early in that game, approaching Bane and glancing at his feet, which was adorned with a pair of LeBron's 20s and colorway, celebrating James's chapter with the Miami Heat. He asked me if I had enough of them, Bane said, if I needed any more. So again, though, Bron was saying that he was being sincere about it, like he wasn't giving him a hard time. So everything is
a shout out.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the lady in Memphis that was sitting kind of like behind the Lakers bench and stuff like that. The woman was wearing a LeBron James jersey, 3 different teams in one jersey. She had the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, and LA Laker jersey all in one. That woman was amazing. For you to go out and get a jersey like that, it takes some balls. That takes some balls. And going into Memphis, at that, you're going into Memphis, the quote unquote, like Randy likes to say, the tough city of Memphis.
I'll tell you this, man. I'll be the first one to tell you. When this season first started, I think we all felt like,
don't do it. Don't say
that they need to retool. I gotta tell you, the more this goes along now, Frankie, you're playing with a hurt jaw, but still, this is the Grizzlies. This is the same team that won 11 games when Ja was absent. So let's not act like they can't play well without Ja, or if they're not tough without Ja. So I got to be honest with you, man. Hey, if you win this series, even with a limited Ja or no Ja, I'm gonna put a little respect on the Lakers. They are. I still don't think you're gonna get to the finals, but I'm just saying you're definitely playing better since that trade. That trade was pivotal for the Lakers. And I'll tell you, since that trade, you're doing well. You're doing well.
I actually looked it up yesterday. The Lakers had the second best record in NBA since the trade deadline, just following behind the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hoop Chat basically took back his damn job. Or Pelinka, I'm sorry. Pelinka took back his damn job and said, okay, I'm going to start making the damn decisions. And it's
He
working.
didn't take back his job. They threatened him with his job.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is he took back control over that job. Because he lost a little control over.
How did the Lakers do against Sacramento in the regular season?
Ooh, that's a good damn question. Do you have the answer, or are you asking?
No, I was asking Frankie.
I think we tied the I think we tied the series with them. Let me double check.
How is this your team and you don't know?
Because you're asking me stuff that's like in the past. You're asking me things in the past, and you keep forgetting that I'm a pothead.
Hey, touche.
Mike, I agree with you. I think the Warriors are still going to beat Sacramento. But how did the Warriors and Lakers play against each other this season?
Wait a minute. You really think the Warriors? Chris, we've been talking about the Sac, and you were all in agreement. Now you're telling.
No, whoa. Hey, you can ask Frankie. I said earlier that I thought the Warriors was going to win the series, but
okay. You were now truly noted that
was going to be pivotal.
Well, no. I just wanted to get your position, and now we have your position as a Warriors are going to win it. So I just want to clarify where your position is.
Warriors from the beginning. I'm not going to back out on it now.
Okay. No, that's fine. Hey, that's cool.
Sacramento this year beat us 3-1.
Hey. You know we didn't have no moments. Look, why you busted and why you put it all caps?
Because we want to hear it. Name 5 Rocket players at this moment.
No, it's been. No, he said moments. 5 Rocket. We haven't had any good moments. They've been terrible all year. Why do you think we're battling for Wembanyama? Is the third worst team third from the bottom team up? I mean, come on, terrible.
And Mike, I'm not trying to be full Lakers
right now. What was in the TED Talk? No. I'm sorry. Mike's insulting me right now. He said, "Thank you for coming." What TED Talk was there to be had? Honestly, what TED Talk was there to be had?
This one?
No. I'm saying but as if we all didn't know that already. Like what is he enlightening me? And Mike, I love you, but I'm just trying to say, what are you enlightening me? I already said my team was a bunch of bums since the beginning of the season. So what TED Talk are we talking about?
Hey Frankie, if the Lakers win this series, who would you rather play, Sacramento or the Warriors?
The Warriors.
Ooh.
The Warriors.
Ooh.
I mean, I say that for 2 reasons. Mostly 3. One, Sacramento has beaten, and I'm going to answer your question as well. Sacramento went and beat the Lakers 3 out of 4 games this year, so they're 3-1 against the Lakers this year. 2, I would want the Warriors because we actually swept them this year in the regular season. We swept the Warriors. And 3, in order for you to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. That's not just a saying. That's not a Ric Flair slang or nothing like that. That's an actual true statement right there. If you want to be a champ, you have to beat the champ. And it don't matter. I feel like if we go, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. When we beat the Grizzlies, because I've been hearing a lot of ifs from you mother effers. So you guys had me over here saying if. When the Lakers beat the Grizzlies, I want to face the Warriors because the Lakers are more confident that they can beat Golden State more than beating Sacramento. But realistically, it doesn't matter who the hell we play. It don't matter who we play. I would love to see us play against Sacramento just to get revenge on that 3-1 series loss. And also, I said this the other day. I would love to see a Kevin Huerter versus Austin Reeves. I would love to see that on the court. It would be amazing to see Kevin Huerter versus Austin Reeves. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I feel like them two on the court going head to head, it would be absolutely amazing to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Jay, you didn't even listen to anything I said. You're just coming out. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I didn't hear anything I said.
Hey Jay, you see AP's comment? Rockets had 2 good moments trading away John Wall and then trading for John Wall.
Hey, again.
Man,
we bums. What do you want from me, man? I told you my team, we're bums right now. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
I feel like at this point they just love you calling your own team bums. I think they just want you to keep going on and saying it.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, everybody has that moment in their franchise. Sometimes you just it happens. But we'll right this ship. I think Sam Cassell is interviewing for the head coaching job there. I've always been a Sam Cassell fan. I love the guy, even when he played it in a championship year. So we'll see what happens. And and again, hopefully we get Wembanyama. We get him.
This is so funny, Chris. It's so funny. Please clip this right now. I want this clipped. All right, because Jay is saying he's a huge fan. He's a fan of him. He likes him and all this stuff. But if the Houston Rockets end up getting him, I guarantee 2 years from now he's gonna say, "Man, we need a new head coach. Man, I'm tired of this guy. He's just horrible. I can't with him." I'm cleaning my daughter's room right now while doing this. I can't be on camera.
No. He's in work mode. You can't bother Frankie on the camera when he's in work mode. Yeah, Caitlin got him over. Hey, Caitlin got him over there working him to the bone.
Hey, I got to work some way, right? Just saying. I mean, I'm not making money, but I'll be making something at the end of the night.
Hey!
And that's just not a Laker victory.
Well, I definitely think you guys got a good, especially if Ja doesn't play. I think even if Ja plays, man, look, he's still in pain. You can't tell me Ja's not in pain. When the person's in pain, they don't play like themselves. So I still think you guys take tonight's game. I really do. I think you guys. I think you hold that.
That's what happens when you hold a pistol too long and it pinches your hand when you go ahead and try and shoot it. Jay's like, I know that feeling. I did that overseas, but with an AK. That shit hurt.
It was more of an M4. AK is what the Chinese use and the Russians use, sir.
U.S. officers and shit overseas don't got AKs.
Man, look, hell no.
We got some goddamn AKs.
Maybe some special forces.
We still got them though. All right.
Hey, special forces now. They get access to all kinds of craziness. I mean,
we got some
the equipment they get offered is crazy.
The Lakers got ARs.
We're talking about gun control. We're over here calling people AR-15. What's wrong with the world in which we live in? That's all I'm asking.
We need to take care of the world society today with the gun control laws and stuff like that. But just remember, the Lakers got AR-15.
We're laughing about it, but hey, listen, this shit ain't funny.
We're laughing about it, but it's not funny while he's laughing.
Hey,
listen.
Hey, what do they say, Frankie? It's funny until the AR-15 is pointed at you. Then it ain't no fun no more. What time to be alive. I don't know, man. So bad. Hey, I gotta get to an appointment. Y'all got anything else y'all want me to talk about? Lakers. Did I miss everything?
Yeah, I want to say to Dustin real quick that the Lakers are getting a sweep. If we win tonight, we're getting a sweep. I guarantee that the Memphis Grizzlies are not going to win a game in LA. I guarantee it. And even Dustin himself is saying that the Grizzlies are getting one game in Memphis before the Lakers close them out. If they don't win today, Dustin, they are getting swept.
Man, so
Like
Stars.
Forrest Gump like to say, that's all I gotta say about that.
Blue.
What time's that game tonight? 10:30?
No, it's
Oh, they have it. I think it's like 7 or 8:30 Eastern, ain't it?
I think it's 7.
Oh yeah, because they're in Memphis, aren't they?
Yeah.
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 Freaking Dallas Stars Pavelski, the dude that got slammed to the ground last night. We were watching that, Frankie. Man, they got that dude in concussion protocol after he hit his head.
Yeah,
Oh, I bet.
And you know what, Jay? This isn't the first time. This is not the first time this dude's been through this injury. This is like the second time in his career that he's had this injury with 2 different teams. That man is done. He's done. And he was so bad that you're getting help off the ice, and you're still wobbly. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? I've never hit my head on ice, but I gotta imagine. And I'm not saying it's any better on grass, but that ice, bro, there is no forgiveness in that.
He didn't hit it on ice. No, he got hit so hard against the glass that his head ricocheted off the glass.
I thought they were saying that when he fell to the ground, he landed on his head.
Yeah, because he got hit so hard against the glass, his head hit the glass so hard first that he dropped right to the ice, and
bro,
he wasn't there.
Bro,
So
either way, glass don't give either. So all them substances. There's no comfort there at all. I don't care what that helmet is.
Pride, Lakers in 4, right?
Shoot, I don't know about that skip, but
hey yo, what was Angelo Dawkins Doug? Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Listen, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know if the Lakers really win this series. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm being serious. I'm liking what they're showing. Don't get it twisted. But if 8, you know what I mean? This is my whole thing, dog. As long as y'all can stay healthy, I will give y'all a fighting chance. However, I think I picked the Grizzlies. Did I?
No, you picked.
I believe you did.
Yeah, you did.
I think I picked the Grizzlies, so I have to be consistent. I'm gonna rock with that pick. I'm gonna rock with it. But
disrespectful.
I gotta keep it a buck out here. I gotta keep it a buck. However, I will say this. I think I had Grizzlies in 6. I mean, Lakers at 4, bro. It ain't sounding that crazy, bro. Now, obviously, I don't know if you could depend on Austin Reeves to be that guy like that again. I don't know if you can. But let's keep it a buck out here. I get it. You the super fan. I get it. I don't know if you can depend on Austin Reeves, but because I've been hearing a lot of people say that, but do you really need to depend on him to do that though?
I would not mind it if it was a Celtics Lakers in the finals. I would love to see Pride and Frankie just.
That's season 4. Come on, that's Celtics in 4. Come on, bro. That's in 4.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. Hey, look, y'all be friends and teammates on the Patriots, but damn it, let me put some Celtics and Lakers and watch y'all go at it.
Easy.
You know what's funny is he says Celtics in 4. I bet you he was saying the same thing back then in 2010 when we faced each other.
No, I did not say that. No. You mean 08? You mean 08 when we had y'all franchise crying?
No, I'm talking about 2010. I'm talking about 2010 when you guys had the lead and you let us come back to beat you in 7 games.
Oh no, we sold. We sold. We sold. But you want to know what the difference between me and you, Frankie, is? You want to know the difference? I can admit when my team sold. I can admit it. I'd be like, yeah, we sold. You know, we took an L. We had our opportunity, and Ray Allen couldn't hit a shot for nothing. Paul Pierce was out here faking more shits. You feel me? Right? Kevin Garnett was about to punch Glenn Davis again. You feel me? My guy was like crying on that bench every other game.
Glenn Baby Davis and you.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, bro. If you watch his entire tenure, Glenn Davis cried almost every other game. Every time KG was there, every other game he's crying because KG is saying something crazy. You know what he called Charlie Villanueva? He said he looked like a cancer patient.
Oh my God, yo, KG's
the goat. Said it to his face. To his face. Yo, Frankie, this man looked at Charlie and said, "Hey, yo, how to chemo, kid?" He thought he was a Make-A-Wish kid. Like, by the way, this is Charlie Villanueva telling the story. It seems like I'm making a Charlie Villanueva came out. It was like, yeah, bro, KG was horrible back then, bro. Yo, KG thought he was John Cena with another Make-A-Wish kid, bro. He's like, hey, yo, this is my 1,000th wish. Like, golly, bro, it was crazy. But nah, bro, it's still Grizzlies. I still got Grizzlies. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing with the Lakers. I'm not even going front. I ain't capping. I'm very impressed.
Listen, all I know is when the Lakers win, and I'm saying it when the Lakers win, Randy's gonna be pissed because that man all season long has been talking so much trash to me. Right? He goes in the beginning. He's like, "Man, why am I arguing with someone who's not even in a play-in spot?" Then he goes, "Why am I arguing with somebody in the play-in spot?" Now he's over there. Now he's over there quiet because I went in December and said the Grizzlies are first-round exit, and who are they facing right now? None other than my Los Angeles Lakers. And if we knock them out in the first round, like I predicted, he's not gonna say not one damn thing to me.
Wow, that's crazy. I literally forgot that you spat that out. I forgot you had spat out that they were gonna get bounced in the first round, and you meant it too. You were like, I ain't joking, I mean it.
Straight up.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
I wasn't. I really wasn't, Jay. I told him.
Hey,
said,
I'm
bro,
just
you
saying,
guys
that
are
was
gonna
a
be
bold.
eliminated.
That was a bold take to make that take with Ja
At the
Morant,
time?
everybody healthy. That's a bold take.
No, at that time, it wasn't bold. It was borderline delusional at the time. But now here we are in the playoffs. Frankie low-key looks like he's a visionary. He looks like I ain't even gonna lie. If the Lakers bounce out the Grizzlies, Frankie's a visionary. I'm calling him the visionary. You're Seth Rollins, bro. You're Seth Rollins before he came Seth freaking Rollins, bro. You're the visionary, bro. You're the Messiah, bro. That's what I'm calling. That's it. For a full week. For a full week.
He said for
That's
a
what I'm
full
calling
week.
For a full week. If this real life happens, bro, for a full week, bro, I'm changing your nickname in the chat. Swear to God. Like, oh.
Man,
By the way,
all right.
quick
Hey, we got to get some final thoughts because we got appointments to make. Pride, you came in at the end, man. Why you so late coming to this show today?
Because I was driving the bus.
Hey, you can't drive and talk at the same time. I see you.
Yeah. I get fired. You pay my bills?
Hey, listen, you got to go to the school of Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes, hey, he pulls that driving. He does some Fast and the Furious. He'll go to a stoplight looking right at the camera. It's crazy.
Because there's no cameras there. I got cameras on this bus.
Right? Brian's like, I can't do nothing without the damn camera.
Not just that. Also, he's driving in the state of Chicago where nobody even cares.
You're right. You're right. Down here, bro, I get pulled over just because I'm me.
All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Let's get some final thoughts. Pride, we're gonna start with you first, man. What kind of final thoughts you got for us before we head out?
Usually, this is where I do my LeBron James shtick, right? But bleep Atlanta, bleep Trae Young, bleep DeJounte Murray, bleep Coach Snyder, bleep Capella. Anyone who rocks with Atlanta, bleep you. It is what it is. We're making your franchise back to irrelevancy. We go spit on this franchise. We gonna send them so deep into the dark. Nah, Frank. Let's have
You know the Iron Sheik.
Yes, baby. Yes, you the jabroni. Like, bro, we better send these brothers back to the dark ages, bro. People finna forget that they had Dominique Wilkins, bro. We better make them look like the Houston Rockets in like 2 years, bro. From greatness to just that's what we finna do. Except only difference is the Houston look like they got some plans. We're gonna have Atlanta with nothing, bro. Yo, I said, yo, Frank, remember how I said I was gonna call you Seth Rollins, bro? Well, they about to take a page out of Seth Rollins, bro. They're finna redesign, rebuild, and reclaim failure because we destroying these bums, bro. Trae Young shooting 33% from the floor, and this is a superstar. Meanwhile, Derek, no hairline, white. You see this man hairline, bro? You see this man hairline? He sacrificed his hairline for the game, bro. Because my guy out here outplaying everybody, bro. What a guy, bro. What a guy. He better take a pay cut to stay with us, though. You better take that pay cut. If not, it's bleep Derek White if you don't take that pay cut. But if he takes him, yo, this man godly, bro. This man got. Have you seen us every time we put him in the starting lineup? We unstoppable, bro. Season 4, bro. Easy. And matter of fact, who else won it? I don't care. I don't care. You know why they call us the C's? Do you want to know, Frankie? You want to know why they call us the C's?
I want to hear it.
Because we got 2 names. We go by the Boston Celtics, but you know what our nickname is? The Boston Can Man. You know why they call us that? Because anybody can't get it, fool. I'm sick of this nonsense, bro. Anybody can't get it. They can't get this work. Lakers included, too. Because, no, you ain't running from this ass whooping, bro. God, curse. Damn,
It's true. Hey,
but you ain't running from it, bro.
Hey, Pride's making a damn good point. Hey, listen, a lot of people, and I got to be honest, the Lakers, I mean, the Celtics are looking pretty damn tough, and they got them as a title favorite. So this could possibly be their year. Could be their year. Since I mean, the last time you guys got it was when you had Kevin Garnett. So let's see what they do now.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'll be 100% honest with the way this roster is constructed. If it's not this year or next year, we're going to start doing some reevaluations.
Yeah, no, if you don't get it this year, because this really is, you know, what Sacramento's doing to Golden State, the champs may be out of here. So, and now you got Giannis over there who, you know, with the back contusion, but it looks like this really, with injuries and everything, this really hurt.
Nah, Giannis ain't hurt. Giannis ain't hurt. Giannis is a good guy. He didn't want to embarrass Miami, so he decided. He said, "Nah, this is what happened." I heard the conversation. He said, "Jimmy Butler, brother, take game 1, because game 2-5, I will shit on you." That's what he said. I swear to God, he said that. Except, imagine that in a Greece accent. I tried to sound like Giannis. I kind of failed. I sounded like, you know, an African warlord, like the guy from Captain Phillips. I am the captain now. It was closer to that, but the point remains: Giannis was just being nice to him, bro. Giannis was just being nice. He was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm tired. I'm sick. You know what I mean? My girl, I had to beat the duties down. So let me just
I'll give you a 3-0 lead. I'll let you guys have a 3-0 lead."
Hey, Frankie, I got to get out of here. Y'all be going it forever, man. Damn, we all know the season probably going to take it. Let's just leave it at that. Move on to Frankie.
Probably.
Give me your short soliloquy so I can move on to Gonzo.
Oh, man. I'm just ready for some playoffs, man. I got the Lakers tonight and the Bruins, both probably around the same time. So I'll be on the edge of my seat like crazy, not paying attention to the Yankees, not just yet. But, hey, playoff, baby. Lakers in 4. Probably meet you in the finals, baby. I'll meet you in the finals again, round 3.
Too easy. Too easy.
I know, too easy.
Gonzo.
Bro. Too easy. You're not ready for AR-15.
Before World War III breaks out between the Lakers and the Celtics, can you give me your final thoughts, sir?
Just ready for some more playoff basketball tonight. And then also, just a reminder, we announced it yesterday, but our wrestling show that was going to be out this Sunday has been postponed. So we won't be doing no live pro wrestling this weekend. As soon as they get that rescheduled, we'll let you guys know.
Hey, man, brother, man.
What the hell? I was looking forward to that. I bought tickets to that shit, Chris. I even got my plane tickets. Now I got to reschedule everything.
Hey.
I had nothing to do with it.
Hey, listen, obviously tonight's going to be packed full of sports, man, between the playoffs and the NBA and the playoffs and the hockey land. And then you throw in some baseball in there as well. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in tonight. So tomorrow should be quite a bit to unpack, re-unpack, and double unpack, because we got a lot to talk about, I'm sure, tomorrow. So join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. on the I almost said unscripted, on the afternoon Blitz, and check us on Unscripted tomorrow night at 7, and check us out at Twitter at Unscripted Guys. And until next time, Gonzo, hit the music, brother.
Laker Nation.